It's an effort to make it easier for veterans suffering from PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome, to have access to service dogs. The PAWS, or Puppies Assisting Wounded Veterans Act, focuses on unwanted dogs and cats with a special focus on senior dogs or breeds that are deemed unadoptable. The purpose is to connect a soldier or veteran with a deserving dog, providing both with companionship during the rehab process. One of the driving forces behind this act is Congressman DeSantis, who joins us here in the morning show. Good to have you here.
How are you doing?
So you're talking about a potent weapon in fighting PTSD here. We're talking puppies.
Well, and the interesting thing is, well, when I was in Iraq, I remember seeing all these guys who had served multiple deployments. That takes a toll on people. And I think the post-9/11 conflicts, we've started to see more attention paid to post-traumatic stress. But I also have had constituents and other people whose sons ended up committing suicide. Because if you go to the VA, you can get counseling, they put you on drugs. That doesn't work for everybody. And so if you get a physical wound right now under the law, say you need a seeing eye dog, VA can get that for you. But if you have PTSD and you want to get a service dog to help you with that, you can't get that through the VA. And so part of what inspired this was my work with one of our local organizations here, Canines for Warriors, which does a great job of doing that. But they can't service everybody, so we need to have the VA involved as well. And the Marine who's helping push the efforts, a guy named Cole Lyle, he hit rock bottom when he got back from Afghanistan. They were putting him on drugs. It didn't work. He got a service dog, and all of a sudden, his life turned around.
Tell me how he interacts with the service dog and how this dog made such a dramatic difference.
So the dog is specially trained to understand the symptoms that somebody with post-traumatic stress would have. So if he's having a nightmare, the dog will jump on the bed and will start licking his face and calm him down. If he's in social situations and something is triggered, the dog senses that and then can act. And so it's a way to really manage the symptoms. And I've had veterans come up to me and said, Congressman, if I didn't have my dog, I would have killed myself. And so that's powerful. So this is a chance for us to really help save lives.
Now, do the sailors, the soldiers, do they train with the dogs, or the dogs come to them trained, and then they work together to get to know each other's nuances?
They're specifically trained. So these dogs have been through this, and it's very impressive. And so by the time our veteran through the VA under our bill would get it, that dog is ready to go.
You know, this is not a political issue. It seems like a no-brainer. Is it going to happen?
Well, we have bipartisan support right out of the gate, and I think we would get broad support. So the key is can we get it onto the congressional calendar and get it up? But I think this is something that really cuts across the partisan divide.
Yeah, and I do want to point out, when you talk about PTSD, you're talking about invisible wounds, things that you can't see, and that's where these dogs are making a difference.
Absolutely, and the thing is, if you have two guys who get hit by an IED, one gets physical wounds, we see that when they come back, and you know, society rightfully, you know, wants to take care of those folks. But the invisible wounds you can't always see. And so sometimes it's more difficult to get those folks the help that they need. And so this is one instance where I think we can do that. And if we can pair a veteran with a service dog, you know, that veteran may be able to live a productive life as a result.
How much time to making this a reality? 3, 6 months, a year?
Well, look, we could do it very quickly. If we could get on the calendar, I think it will sail through. So the key is just keep raising awareness and get our advocates out there and make it happen.
So we don't have to wait for the next president to make this happen.
Hopefully not.
Like a Supreme Court justice. Congressman,
thanks a lot.
Always good to see you. Nikki.
All right. Thank you so much.